Yo ho ho, welcome back to the channel, my sham fam. Today we got another coaching video for you. We're going to be breaking down decision making, positioning, all the tips and tricks you need to improve fast in Rocket League. Let's dive into it.
So these speed kickoffs, I would say, you see how you boost all the way out here before you flip? What I want you to start doing instead is to do the speed flip earlier, okay? And then when you do the speed flip earlier, you're gonna land right here. And when you land right here, I want you to jump up and try to hit the center of the ball. Because in this situation, you see this 50. You see how this dude, he landed about right here? And then he jumps up and he's hitting it in the center of the ball. That's what makes a good 50 is you want to be exactly in between your goal and the net, and you want to almost flip across the ball right here in the center. And by hitting it down here on the bottom, he wins the 50, essentially. Yeah. So yeah, just do the speed flip slightly sooner. Boom. Nice. Okay. The great speed flip, by the way. Good job. Okay, you go for boost right here. This is decent. You can go for it. Since the ball's in our corner, it's safe. Okay. So right here, going up for that wasn't too bad. That's an okay situation to go up for that. If you probably want to work on your quick aerials a little more in training, because you can go up a bit quicker. But once you land right here, you'll want to notice your teammate. You see how I'm in the corner? You're starting to go into the corner with me. So that means if they win this challenge in the corner, no one's back. So since I'm in the corner, what you would want to do is you would want to conserve all this boost right here. And you would want to turn, grab this boost pad, and then be back post. So you see how I get beat on the challenge, and then it's behind you. You would have had time to go back here and be ready to challenge this from here. This is a great aerial to go for. Boom. Yeah, so that was a scoring opportunity for sure. Definitely doing more training packs will help you in a situation like this. You'll be able to score the ball. That was a decent challenge too, right there. Not too bad. That's great. You did a speed flip back, grabbed that boost pad, and turned. I love all this. Great positioning rotation. Right here, you shouldn't have put on the brakes. So you had a lot of momentum. You have a lot of momentum right here, but when you put on the brakes, you lose all that speed, essentially. So in this situation, it's either you full commit on this challenge. Since I just got demoed, I'm going to be back, so I can save the ball. So that means you can full commit on the challenge. Or if you wanted, you could keep that speed and turn around. You never really want to hit the brakes in a situation like this, because by doing that, you lost all your speed, and now you need to use your boost to regain that speed. So now he's going at a quicker speed. You see that? So you essentially just don't hit the brakes and turn around right there, essentially, and do the same thing. And on your way back right there, you would want to try to grab more boost pads along the way. Okay, I have possession. This is decent to get this boost right here. This is okay since I have possession. This is a good position to be in also. Now in this situation, you would want a fake challenge. And the reason you want a fake challenge right here is because I have committed really hard. So I'm your teammate. That means if you lose this 50, no one's back. So in this situation, you would want to give me time to rotate back by fake challenging. So if you do a fake challenge by turning around right here, you could shadow this dude, and then you could beat him in this situation and just hit it around him in this area. So like a lot of 2v2 is knowing if your opponent can rotate back in time. And that kind of decides whether you should challenge or not. Yeah, so right here, you don't want to go straight towards the ball. Now the ball has crossed the net, it's safe. So this means you have time to get some boost pads. So I would say rotate right here and right here. Get behind me. Because now we're both about to challenge in the corner. You see this? Because I have my ball cam on, so I don't know that you're going. And pretty much how people establish a rotation is by doing this back post rotation. So I'm assuming that you're going to be rotating behind me and you'll be my safety net, essentially. Again, you put on the brakes, so you lost all your speed. You wouldn't want to put on your brakes, you would just want to go back post again, essentially. Nice challenge. So I would say in this position, since you already started going for it, I see you going like this, I think you're going to challenge. So I would say just fully commit right here since I'm behind you. And then once I saw you slow down, that's when I started going. Yeah, in this situation, you would want to wait to flip. You don't want to flip from so far away. You would want to boost a bit more and drive up to it and then flip. This is... okay, that's decent. I like this positioning, but you just want to be slightly more to the right, because if you're just slightly more to the right, bro, you're getting 12, you know, 24 boosts, and then now 36. You know, that's 36 more boosts you could have had when you only had that little bit, essentially. And if you had that boost, then it would have been a good spot to challenge. So since I'm so far up on the ball in this corner, that means you would want to be a bit further back, if that makes sense. So you would want to stay, you know, kind of generally in this area. Yo, what's up, Fana? Hell yeah, Fana, I got you. But after I coach Liam, Reaper is up next because he asked. And then after Reaper, I can coach you, Fana. I got you, bro. I got you. Okay, it's boom. So heading back in this situation, you would again just want to focus on those boost pads. Since you don't have any boost right here, more boost pads. I can coach you too, Chris. So after Liam, I'm gonna coach Reaper, then Fana, and then you, Chris. God, I need to pull out a notepad, make a list, so I can keep this in order. Okay, I actually love this speed flip right here. The only thing you need to do is just say, I got it. You just want to let your teammate know that you're gonna go it, because in Rocket League, the person on the left always goes unless you guys say something. So just say, I got it, boom. You know, that's great. I love that. I love how you pick up the speed, you use that speed, and you get the save. That's decent. Said you don't have to, but for content of doubt. Nah, man, if I'm gonna coach, it's gonna be for you, Chris. So it's up to you, you know. You know, this... okay. So after this challenge, let's watch my POV, you know? So right here, I would have gone, but I see you in front of me, and it made me hesitate. You see how the way you jump kind of is blocking my direct pass, so in a sense, I'm not sure who's going. Boom. Alright, Pom Pom, we got a queue up now. I got like 4 more people. And then after that, I got you. Hell yeah, Chris, for you, buddy. Alright, let me lock in on this coaching sesh. Okay, you're applying pressure here. Not too bad. In this situation, you're 0 boost. You're too far away. Just don't jump off the wall. Just drive down and get this boost. And then you could, from this boost, you could do a quick aerial upwards. And you could go for a double tap from this situation. So yeah, that would have been a good time. Just stay on the ground, get the boost, go for the quick aerial, then do that from right there. Okay, so right here, now that you've lined yourself up with the boost pad, that means you can let go of the analog stick and you can turn on ball cam. So in this situation, it's okay to go for this boost. I like your full speed. I'm ready to challenge. But just turn on ball cam just so you can see if there's going to be a threat on net. Because if you turn on ball cam, that means you could actually cut here just in case. So yeah, guys, when you're going back for boost, once you're lined up with the boost and going max speed, turn on ball cam to see what's happening in the play. I like that challenge. We're keeping it in the corner. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, keeping the speed. Okay. You know, I do like how you tried keeping it in the corner right here, because I thought you were going to take it across the net. That's not too bad trying to keep it right there. And so I don't want to see you breaking as much right here, because you got to regain the speed. So in this situation, you would just want to do a quick turnaround. You would just kind of want to turn, grab this boost pad, maybe this boost pad, then be in this situation. By stopping and slowing down, you're losing all your speed. See that? Now it's really awkward for you. And you would have had plenty of time just to turn around, and you would be able to challenge this right about now with full speed. So essentially, it's like people rotate back posts and take turns. You see how I'm rotating behind you in this situation? So it's kind of like you're first man and I'm last man. So that means I need to be here to protect the net, and then you should go put on pressure. So you don't want to back up right there. You would want to keep going because someone needs to go apply pressure. And again, you would just want to go for an aerial in this situation. I know you're going against GC, so it feels awkward for you. But you see how backing up right here kind of messes with me a bit? Like, it would be easier for you to challenge, because then I know I won't be hitting you. But since you back up right here, you're backing straight up into me. I have to jump over you to challenge the ball, essentially. You see, okay, so in this situation, I probably would have kept going, but I see you're going for the ball, so that means I need to rotate back. Coffee time, be right back, no need to reply, hell yeah. Alright, you get boost. I would say it's okay to turn and challenge this to keep pressure, but you jumped a little too soon. Right here, I would say keep driving a bit right here, because he just gave the ball away, so you could have drove and then jumped and hit it right here. Yeah, in this situation, you probably don't want to jump here. I know it's right in front of the net, so it's awkward and you want to save it, but I'm right there, so I'm gonna go for the save. So you just kind of want to rotate back post. Okay, I'm in the corner. It was good to wait a little bit right here. Good challenge. You're keeping it in the corner. Okay, you pop it up. My friend is joining the stream. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, in this situation, since, look, that means this dude has possession. So since he has possession, you're not really sure what's gonna go on. You would really want to grab this boost pad, and start rotating back this way, essentially. Because this guy could start making a play. But if you're gonna go for this midfield boost, at least turn on ball cam a bit sooner, I'd say. Okay, this is decent positioning right here. I like that. So you see that I've hard committed over here. Since I've hard committed, that means in this situation you would want to fake challenge this. You would essentially want to give me time to rotate back. Okay, you do fake challenge. That was a great fake challenge right there. You get the boost. And then after you get the boost, someone needs to apply pressure because he now has control. So I would say get that boost and then immediately turn right here. Good pressure, okay. Probably a misslip. I go. You get that boost. Yeah, and that's hey, what's up, Blue? How you doing, man? So in that situation, you could grab these boost pads again, rotate back, and then you'd probably be around here. How you doing, Blue? Appreciate you coming into the stream, man. Are you Reaper's friend? Let's go. Some homies. Hell yeah. Okay, so right here, you see that I have jumped and I'm rotating back. So now that you've noticed I've jumped, I would say immediately challenge this dude. Go for a quick aerial and try to challenge him. But you slow down, which you don't really want to slow down in this situation. In this situation, you have all this speed and momentum. So since you don't want to challenge and you slow down, you essentially want to turn around and go back this way. Yeah. So you kind of want to do the same thing you did, just with a bit more speed. It was a good challenge. I like that. I like how you turned right there. It's good positioning. So on this one, I would say drive closer to the ball before you jump. You jumped from a little too far away, if that makes sense. And you got to use more boost to get there now. Alright, turned off ball game, getting boost pads. This is good positioning right here. I like this positioning. Oh, you see, that was a good challenge. He bumped me up into you, but this could have been a goal by you. So this was good. That was a nice bump by him. Pretty unfortunate. Kind of a risky challenge, but you could have had it. Oh, you backflipped right there. Unfortunate. Yeah, right here. Like, you gotta recognize I'm right there and really just do this minor adjustment. Slow down a bit, stop, and then get right behind me. Because you want to trust your teammate and then just rotate behind them back post. Again, you slow down. You see how you slow down right here? You're pretty much losing all your speed, and then you have to regain. He said a little too far away, huh? On which part, Liam? What do you mean? Oh, okay. On this challenge. Hold on. Yeah, this challenge right here. So what I was saying was, you see how you jumped right here? I was just saying, and this is me being critical, you know, it's not too big of a deal, but you can drive on the ground, and then you could have jumped from right here. So you could actually got to this ball much quicker if you would have boosted on the ground and then jumped right here, if you know what I mean. And you would have saved boost by doing that too. Yeah, I meant this jump, yeah, for sure. So I would, and this is me being pretty critical, you know, it's not too big of a deal because you still did get the hit, but you used a lot of boost in the process, if you see. When you coulda, what you could have done is you could have lined yourself up with the boost. In a sense, you could have drove, you could have done a single double jump, popped it up, you would have landed on the wall, then you would have taken this boost too, and you would have boost starved them. Ooh, yeah, so right there, I would say immediately go for the boost. Like, you got the challenge, it's in their corner. There's not much you can do with zero boost right here. Take off ball cam, snag this boost, and then start rotating back. Because you see how I'm getting in position to challenge over here? That means you can grab this boost starve them, and start going behind me. Yeah, that was good. Backflip. It's okay, that's okay. Hell yeah, Blue, I got you. But I do have a queue of people I'm training right now. Actually, let me make a notepad real quick. Excuse the delay. So after, it's gonna be Reaper, and then it's going to be Fanta, and then it's going to be Chris, and then after Chris, Blue, if you're still here, I got you for the coaching session. Alright. Back into it, let's get it. That's alright, that one's gonna come with time right here. It's just kind of realizing that he has you beat to the ball and you would want to challenge a bit more from the left so you can almost read him on it. Or you could kind of fake challenge in that situation, recognizing he's closer. But that's gonna come with a lot of time for sure. I like how you're going immediately back. This is good pressure, in a sense. I like that. You're low boost, but you're applying pressure. You get this boost. Okay, so in this situation, man, if you do some more training packs, this is actually a great high level challenge, you know? You can beat this dude to this. Like, you got him beat. It'll just take a bit more training at like high speed. So right here, I would say you have a lot of boost. Okay, like here, hold on, let me see how much boost you got. Like, you can conserve most of it. You're at 37. Okay, so in this situation, you grab this boost pad, perfect, and the ball's going over here. You will, before you even flip, you wasted all that 36 boost. You don't want to be boosting right here. you would want to grab that, and then you'd line yourself up with these 3 boost pads, and you would want to flip along these. That means you would be like about right here, and you would be ready to turn. Okay, you see how I take possession? Since I now have possession, that means you can turn with probably like the 50-ish boost you have, go this way, and then you would be in this area to follow this up. Bro, you gotta open a business? Hell yeah. You know, this is good positioning. It's just gonna come with, you know, doing more training packs, getting used to doing the quick aerial early. And you remember that kickoff I was talking about earlier? On all these kickoffs, I want you to essentially do that speed flip. Okay, do that speed flip, land about right here, jump, try to jump, and then do like a side flip across the middle. But you want the nose of your car hitting the very middle of this ball. You don't want to be too low or too high. Like getting the very middle is gonna help with that 50. Like you see how this dude, he's like right in between his ball and the net in a sense. So right here, this is good. You can see out of the corner of your screen that that I'm back in the corner. Okay. So now that you see that, you see me turn. Just don't slow down in this situation. You held power slide too long, and by doing that, you lost all your speed. Yeah, you see how you slowed down? Now, that was a good possession play, because doing this, you could have gone for an air dribble. That was close, you know? I see the vision right there. I don't mind that. So in this situation, I think you might have cut me off a little bit, which is alright. So you will want to go straight down the middle and grab those boost pads. But you see how you're going to the corner? Then it's kinda, if I get beat on this challenge, no one's back at net, if that makes sense. So this could be risky. When from back here, if you would have landed, grab this boost pad, this one, and then you flip down these, and you could have grabbed this, you would have been at 100 boost, you know? And you would have also been right here, ready to challenge this, boom, when it goes south. Alright, hell yeah, man. Whew.